Hare Krishna. So, am I audible? Or we need that. Huh? Is it audible on the Zoom? मैं बोल ही नहीं रहा हूँ आपके सामने. Okay, ठीक है. हाँ? So here we are having Ajay Prabhu is there and Mahendra Mataji is there. Many others. Okay. So welcome all for today's, and here also offline many have come. So I really appreciate all of your giving your time. And today we are seeing this one topic from Srimad Bhagavatam.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा
जी जी,
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, मैंने हरे कृष्णा बोला आपको।
Somebody should be there. If they are giving some feedback, there will be someone who will say, just a minute. Am I audible to all on Zoom?
Yes, bro. Audible. They connect from this one. Then you can everyone able to so you can hear it somebody.
Ruchi, we can able to hear you.
So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is the book were one is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by and Gita is spoken by. So that is the graduate person. To understand about God, who is God, what is God. That is the graduate next study. As well as post graduation. To understand about God. Because Bhagavatam is activities of Srimad Bhagavatam. These activities are explaining elaborately that what God does, how he acts, what he likes, what he doesn't like, how he behaves, how he deals with different devotees. So that whole thing comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is only having 700 shlokas. Bhagavatam is having how many? Bhagavatam 18,000 shlokas. So in 18,000 shlokas, there are so many events are there which are described, in which how Krishna deals, how Krishna guides, how Krishna loves, how Krishna supports, how Krishna helps. So that things are given. So this is the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we are the chapter 7. So this is the son of Drona punished. So as you know that this Dronacharya is the martial art guru of Pandavas and Kauravas. This Dronacharya has back thing also. That Dronacharya was a very nice, respectable Brahmana. But then, as you know that the world is not so nice always. Because he had a lot of issues in terms of economy. That he was not so rich. What to speak of not rich? He was not even able to take care of his daily needs also. That much poor he was. And they had a son, Ashwathama. And then Ashwathama always used to come and nag his father and mother for things which, when he used to see that other people are enjoying nicely. you can see that that's how the children are. When they see something, they want it. So he was feeling very sad at heart that I'm not able to take care of my family. So that was the situation. So here we see that this Dronacharya, he had a history also, that how he became the martial art person. So the whole thing is that everything had some reason. So Dronacharya, although coming from a Brahman background, he took the uh, occupation of a Kshatriya, archery and things like that. So that is generally not seen in past cultural aspect. So the way we find that these two, I saw many times on the internet also, that whenever this uh, friendship day or something comes, then I used to have this photo of Krishna and Sudama. That is considered like very typical, very popular jodi, Krishna Sudama. And then people consider that as a very nice interaction between two friends. Even though one is very rich, one is very small, very poor, but then that's how the friendship is. So these are also like that friends, Drona and you know who? Krupacharya was his yeah. So Krupi was his wife, and wife's brother was Krupacharya. Okay, you can bring out that here. These two great friends were there. His name was Drupada. King Drupada and King Drona. This Drona. Drona was a small boy coming from Brahmin family. और ये द्रुपद था, वो प्रिंस था, वो राजा का बेटा था. तो दोनों छोटे बच्चे गुरुकुल में पढ़ाई कर रहे थे, द्रोण और ये द्रुपद. So Drupada is about to become king, next king, and Dronacharya is just Brahmana. But then they both became very thick friends in Gurukul. So much so that they were inseparable. They will eat together, they will play together, they will be always there together, help each other, share their heart with each other. They became so intimate that one day, when Drupada, small boy, when he knew that after some time we have to go and do our jobs, so because of their thick friendship, he gave the promise that when I become the king, I also want you to be with me always. So I'll divide my kingdom into half. I'll give half kingdom to you. And that was a big promise. And that was done as a small boy in Gurukul, in the fit of that affection. So Drona, understanding that बोलने वाले तो बहुत होते हैं. So he said that, see, इतना बड़ा promise नहीं मिलेगा. Like, I understand you love me, I love you, we are friends, but then don't promise such thing which may or may not happen. So Drupada said, no, I am your friend, I give you a promise that I will give you half kingdom, because I love you and I am a Kshatriya, it's honor of my word. So he said, okay. And then he forgot. So then after, when he was going through a lot of bad times in his life, he used to tell to his wife Kunti about his old days, like the way Sudama used to always tell to his family, I used to be with Krishna and so nice. That. So his wife also knew that he is a friend of current king, Drupada. You know who is this Drupada? Father of Draupadi. So he's the. So then this Drupada had become a king, and here he was. So his wife said, what are you doing here? Go to your king friend and ask some, at least, not some half the kingdom, but at least ask something. We should have at least nice home, nice, something like that. We ask some cows. So he was very reluctant, but then he felt, okay, for family's sake, let me go. When Dronacharya, as a young, now he's a household, he goes to the court of Drupada. So when Drupada sees him, he starts getting little uneasy because he knows that why he has come. So Dronacharya's thing was not that he didn't want half kingdom. Yeah. So when he went, as you know that when the atmosphere changes, people change their mind. Generally, that's what happens. So when the whole things changed, now he was a king, so his mind also changed. Although he had given the promise, now he was no more wanting to follow that. So when he stood in front, he was very uneasy. And then Drona told him that you must be remembering I'm your old friend. So then he said, yes. Why you have come here? He said, I came here to remind you of your promise. Give the promise. Yeah, so he said that I'm there to remind. So there now Dronacharya, when he said like that, now he understood that something is going to come now. So just to avoid that situation, Drupada said that you are talking about friendship, but then friendship happens only with equals. Like that he said. And that was the end of their friendship. The whole with which he had come, that was completely crushed. Like he came as a friend, but then he said that I'm no more your friend. Because I'm a king, you are a poor Brahmana. So there is a question of friendship. So when that thing was cut like that from the side of Drupada, it was very hurting to Drona. So Dronacharya became so hurt He was rejected like that. He was not ready to even accept that you are my friend. He went from there very hurt. But then the nature in this world is like this, that when you get hurt, it doesn't end there. Then he became revengeful. He said, I'll teach him a lesson. If he feels that he is the king and he can speak like this with me, then I'll show him now. He said that I will make him lose his kingdom. I'll take that kingdom and then I'll deal with it. Because of the kingdom, he is feeling like that. I don't know what his kingdom, but now if he's feeling like that, then I'll also show my power. And then he started thinking how to do that. Then he said, I have to take this. I need somebody who can do this on my behalf, who can defeat Drupada on my behalf. Yeah. So then he started thinking, who can be that? And then he knew that here are the Pandavas and Kauravas. They also need some guru. And I can become their guru. And I'll tell them to conquer Drupada. Because they are Kauravas, very big dynasty. They are kings here. So the Kurus were the biggest king. And Drupada was smaller king. He said, I'll take help of them and then I'll conquer. So with that motive, he started teaching Pandavas and Kauravas. And then he was very expert, so he was taken as a guru. That also is a story, that how he was chosen. That ball had fallen in the well, and then the Pandavas and Kauravas, they were trying to get that ball from the well out. So then, how you take that ball out? So the Dronacharya came there at right moment, and then he took the very sharp grass and he hit that ball. And then he took another grass, hit the tip of that grass. So like that, he made practically the rope, and then he pulled that ball out. So this news went to Bhishma that this one Brahman helped us. So he said, call him. And then that's how the Drona became the teacher. So now Drona nicely trained them. Arjuna was the like hero amongst all. And then he told that now training is over. They all came that, my dear sir, what is Guru Dakshina? He said, your Guru Dakshina is one only. For this day only I am waiting. He said, you go and capture Drupada. Defeat him. So Kauravas went first, but they couldn't do anything because Drupada was very powerful. Then these Pandavas went. So the Pandavas went and then they conquered the whole kingdom of Drupada. Drupada was bound by the ropes and then he was taken in front of Dronacharya. And Drupada was like, he was melted in kind of insult. You can imagine, like, king is now defeated and then he is bound and he is in front of Drupada, Drona, whom he had insulted and all that. So Dronacharya, just to increase his pain, he said that, see, you are still my friend. And you couldn't give your half of kingdom to me. But I will not do that. Now your kingdom belongs to me fully. I'll give that half to you. No, I'll teach you how to be friend. Don't worry. And then he left him. So now you can imagine the heart of Drupada. He was burning with revenge. He said, I thought this is a small one, but he is like trying to teach me. So you can see that generally in this world also, what starts with a small fight ends up with a great disaster. Because you see all World War First, World War Second started like this only. छोटा सा किसने किसका हत्या कर दिया, एक प्रिंस मर गया, फिर उसको गोली मार दिया. From that it became World War One. It's like that only. So nature of this material world is like this. From a small thing, some big disaster will happen when that small thing is taken very seriously. So in our life also, many small such things comes. किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया या किसी ने कुछ बोला नहीं उसके ऊपर भी महाभारत हो जाता है. अरे मुझे कुछ बोला नहीं, हेलो भी नहीं बोला, तो कुछ बोला तो भी प्रॉब्लम, कुछ नहीं बोला तो भी प्रॉब्लम. So and then it starts building up. So here we see that even very nice friendship turned into practically killing each other. Now Drupada, he took a vow that I take a vow now that I will create son who will kill Drona. So can you imagine what was their friendship 2 days back? They wanted to give each other kingdom, and now both of them are like arch enemy. एक दूसरे को पूरा they want to murder each other. So in this world, that's how it is. That whom you love the most is the most potential person to give you the pain the most. So like whom you have nothing to give and take, how much he can give pain? He has not much capacity. But then, when we are having somebody whom we love, and then when he doesn't behave nicely, that pains us a lot. So here also the same thing happened, that the Drona and this Drupada were having most loving beings, and because of that only, when their disturbance was very huge. If it would have been other person, it would have not been so powerful. But then here, because they had deep friendship, that turned into deep animosity. You know why? Why this happens? Expectations based on personal selfishness. When that is there, you can see that that is a recipe of animosity. When you are personally motivated, then what can I get from this? Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, when thought is of this for my benefit, then for sure that is going to end in disaster. When there is a service mode that I want to serve, how can I help other? How can I serve other? Then there is. So here in this case of these two friends, both are thinking their needs, and that's how then it became. So the Drupada, then he started having a big fire sacrifice, because anything they wanted to get, they used to do huge yajna, and from yajna they will get the desired result. So when they did that yajna, the first came is Draupadi. So this Draupadi came out of that yajna. That's how she was very powerful, very brilliant. And then he continued that yajna, and again from that yajna came the boy, and his name became Drishtadyumna. Drishtadyumna was the brother of Draupadi, and he was very powerful, and he is Kshatriya, the prince. And Drupada, Now he wanted to train his son, Dushyadyumna, to become a powerful king. And his goal was very clear that because he came from that yajna, he was to be, why he created the yajna? So he wanted a son to kill Drona. So his birth itself, it was decided that here is a person who will kill Drona. And everybody knew that. So now Drupada, when he was trying to figure it out, कौन से स्कूल में एडमिशन लेना है, because that is one big thing for the parents. आजकल तो ज्यादा है अच्छा स्कूल में होना, पास में होना. So then he had that thing that where to send it, and he could figure it out that Dronacharya school was the best. So then he told his son that, my dear son, go to Dronacharya, tell him that I want to take admission. He said, okay. Then Dushyadyumna went to Dronacharya. He says, Guruji, I want to become your disciple. Now what Dronacharya should do? Give him training? Because he can say that you are going to kill me, get out. He can say that. So we can see that the culture was such, the kind of principled thing was so much that they were ready to go through that whole thing, that he accepted him as his disciple and told him that I'll teach you everything, whatever I know. So he was that much principled person, Drona, that he knew that he may be killing me afterwards, but then as a teacher, I do my duty. So he has come as a student. I am a teacher here, and then as anybody other students, I will also teach him. Just because he's my enemies' son doesn't, I should not reject him. So that was his heart. So then he took him, trained him nicely, and then sent him back. And we see that in the Kurukshetra war, this Dushyadyumna only killed Drona. Dronacharya was doing meditation. So this Drona's son was Ashwatthama. So now here, what today we are discussing is how this Ashwatthama, because this kind of thing was there in the Dronacharya's heart also, of animosity against this Drupada. So this Drupada, when he was, we can see that this mentality which is there in the heart, that comes out somewhere. This came out as a result in the form of his own son. So his son also became very much of this mentality, and then he was very much feeling this the hatred, animosity towards Pandavas. So he was vehemently against Pandavas, and then he joined up with the Kauravas, and then he was. So when he was there, this whole pastime comes as the atrocities of the son of Drona, that this Ashwatthama. So from the last, what we are discussing, that we learned many of the friendship of this Drona and Drupada. What things we learn? We learn friendship. Expectation नहीं रखना. Huh? Okay. So the selfish things creates a problem. Yes. What else?
Because they were studying together. So was like a empathy counted like no, so not it should be very very complicated case. And if you're committing, so be ready to give. So before saying anything, let us think first.
Yeah. So we should promise. Yeah. So we should promise only what we can give. Don't promise चांद तारे तोड़ के लाऊंगा वगैरह. तो वो मत बोलो. अगर नहीं कर सकते तो otherwise next person also takes you cheaply and then you know that I'm just
There
telling.
is one word, policy also.
Huh?
Policy.
Yeah.
Because suppose if Dronacharya doesn't have like any false ego, अरे छोड़ दो ना वो क्या commit क्या है अब तेरे उसको जगह defeat करना है उसको लेना ही लेना है. So this is the false ego. Because of false ego he's like offending defending mode. Right?
Yeah.
करना तो करना है.
So many times when the situation comes in our life, we take it too personally. Like, for example, somebody is walking and then he hits our toe or something like that. It happens many times in travels. Somebody steps on or shoes or something like that. So now two things are there. Either you catch his
already showed it to you. If you're starting out,
very good,
whatsoever, yeah.
or you just say that he said sorry and then he says okay.
Then do this exercise.
Right.
The organic one, group join karo, have some people opting in. At least make a database.
We always yeah, so if you take it personally means you now he don't know his name also, and then you start feeling that he is my enemy. Why? Because the way he stepped. So you already stamp him as enemy, and now you say that come here, tell you. So that's what it is. Taking personally means that you become so personal in terms of taking that some small act. Now you want to take revenge. So this desire for taking revenge, that completely destroys the whole relationship. And sometimes it happens in our own relationship also. That somebody has said something, rather than letting it go, we take it that I'll also show. क्या समझते हैं? दिखा दो. तो वो भाव जब आता है तो it spoils our own, and then that spoils other person also. So this we learn from the story of Drona and Drupada. So this same Dronacharya had this son who is Ashwatthama. This story, which comes in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, the son of Drona punished. So here, 40 टीका लिखिता शौनक उवाच निर्गते नारदे सूत भगवान् बादरायणः
भगवान् बादरायणः
तवांस्तदभिप्रेतम्
तवान्तरिस्थं प्रेतं तवांस्
तदभिप्रेतम्
तद् अभिप्रेतं
ततः किं करोद्विभुः.
किं करोद्विदुः.
Sri Shaunaka asked, O Suta, the great and transcendently powerful Vyasadeva heard everything from Sri Narad Muni. So after Narada's departure, what did Vyasadeva do? So this discussion is going on that Narad Muni, who is the guru of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the one who compiled all the four Vedas, and then he is considered the guru of everybody, Vyasadeva. And that's how we see that any place where Vyasadeva's words are spoken, that is called as Vyasapit. Vyasapit. You see? Of course, nowadays they say Vyasapit to everything and everybody. But then they say that this political leader is going to rise on Vyasapit. So that is not Vyasapit. Because he's not going to speak something but in the line of Vyasadeva. But then the Vyasapit is only for those who are speaking words of Vyasadeva. So he's asking that what happened after the whole. But here the description is there of what transformation happened in Vyasadeva and then how this Srimad Bhagavatam came into being. You can Sutta Uvacha Brahmanadyam Saraswatyashramah Paschime Tate Samya Prasa iti Muktaha Vishinam Satravardhanaha. Sri Sutta Goswami said, on the western bank of river Saraswati, which is intimately related with the Vedas, there is a cottage for meditation at Samya Prasa, which enlivens the transcendental activities of the sages. So this place is there still now also. Now the river Saraswati is disappeared. This river Saraswati was there in the past when this whole pastime is going on. But now for last many thousands of years that Saraswati river is not there. We know the path of that Saraswati river, but then now it is not. And by the calculation, in future, after thousands of years, even the rivers like Yamuna, Ganga also will be gone. So only that path will be there. Later on, after thousands of years, in India they will say that यहाँ से गंगा बहती थी, ये ऐसे जाती थी. Now, at least we can see. बाद में तो देखने को मिले. So now Saraswati was there at that time, the Saraswati river. So on the western Paschima Tate of that in Himalaya, there is a place called as Shamya Prasa. That was the ashrama name of Vyasadeva. This is the same place where Badrinath is there. How many of you have gone to Badrinath? Oh, oh, okay. अभी आए थे सुबह और 9 बजे आए थे मंदिर में. Okay. कौन है? ओके, मैं करता हूँ। तो ये जो हिमालय में आज भी वो स्थान है जहाँ पे व्यासदेव का आश्रम है। तो आप में से कितने लोग वहां पे जाना चाहते हैं?
आगे देखना प्रसाद लेंगे।
Okay.
आपने ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट जगाया।
हम जाएंगे।
Let Vrinda do this.
अब हम आएंगे तो आप हमको वहां पे घुमाइएगा। क्या आपको तो वहां मन सा बताया? आएंगे जरूर आएंगे। हम तो आएंगे, अपने हरिद्वार जाएंगे पहले पहले हरिद्वार का दर्शन करेंगे। So here he says that on the western bank of river Saraswati, which is intimately related with the Vedas, there is a cottage for meditation and samyaparas, which enlivens the transcendental activities of sages. So this is the place where, as Mataji was telling, that is a Vyas Guha. Now also is there. तस्मिन् स्वआश्रमे व्यासो बादरिष्यमण्डिते आसीनोप उपस्पृश्य प्रणिदग्धो मनः स्वयं. In that place, Vyasadeva, in his own ashrama, which was surrounded by berry trees, sat down to meditate after touching water for purification. So this Badari is the bear means bear खाते ना? That's called as Badari. So this Badari, that's why it's called as Badari Kashram, or the this Badari Vishal. This deity is there. So Narayan Rishi, they used to stay there. So this Badrinath, you say na? So Badri is bear के पेड़. तो वो क्यों है? क्योंकि जब नारायण भगवान खुद एक ऋषि के रूप में आते हैं तपस्या करने के लिए, तो जहां पे नारायण रहते हैं वहां पे लक्ष्मी रहती है, लेकिन अभी लक्ष्मी का कुछ काम ही नहीं है वहां पे. वो तो ऐसे तपस्वी के जैसे तपस्या कर रहे हैं, वहां पे लक्ष्मी क्या करे. लेकिन लक्ष्मी कभी नारायण से अलग नहीं होती, तो वहां पे लक्ष्मी जी वो जो बेर का पेड़ है उस रूप में वहां पे विराजमान है, इसलिए उसको बद्री का आश्रम बोलते हैं या बद्री विशाल बोलते हैं. तो भक्ति योगेन मनसि सम्यक् प्रणिहिते मले अपश्यत् पुरुषं पूर्णम् कायां च तत् अपाश्रयम्. Thus he fixed his mind, perfectly engaging it by linking it in devotional service, bhakti yoga, without any tinge of materialism. And thus he saw the absolute personality of Godhead, along with his external energy, which was under full control. So he says that he fixed his mind, perfectly engaging it by linking it in devotional service, without any tinge of materialism, and thus he saw the absolute personality of Godhead along with his external energy, which was under full control. So here Vyasadeva could see the in his meditation personality of Godhead Krishna appeared in front of him. And then Krishna was not alone. Krishna was along with his energies. Because Krishna is never alone. जैसा अगर आप बोलते हैं कि राजा, तो राजा कभी अकेला नहीं आता. राजा होता है, उसके मंत्री होते हैं. जैसे अगर समझो आप नरेंद्र मोदी यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं मुंबई में, तो वो अकेले कभी नहीं आते. Along with him, at least 20 vehicles will be there. हाँ, चीफ मिनिस्टर आएगा वहाँ पे, कलेक्टर आएगा, 2-4 मंत्री आएंगे. So it's like that. So when the Lord also appears, double 98 77 86 432. Yes. King never comes alone. So similarly, Krishna also never comes alone. So the way we see that any big personality doesn't come alone. तो इसलिए हम देखते हैं कि कृष्ण कभी अकेले नहीं होते. या तो राधा रानी के साथ रहेंगे, या तो यशोदा के साथ रहेंगे, नंद महाराज के साथ रहेंगे, गायों के साथ रहेंगे. या तो एक बार एक भक्त ने पेंटिंग बनाया था कृष्ण का. कृष्ण ऐसे पेंटिंग में बैठे हैं. तो प्रभुपाद ने वो पेंटिंग देखा, बोले कि कृष्ण ऐसे अकेले कभी नहीं होते. कृष्ण हमेशा एटलीस्ट एक गाय तो रहेगा, या तो कुछ गोपा रहेंगे, या तो कुछ गोपी रहेंगे, या तो कुछ. सो दिस alone Krishna is not, there is never like that. Krishna is always with somebody. So here also he saw Krishna along with his energy. And then maybe now, so what we had is today we just had a हाँ रखा है क्या? नो, इसलिए उसका सब उठा के कहीं तो रख दिया होगा. बाहर बहुत चप्पल है. तो चप्पल है ना, यहाँ पे कुछ तो एक चप्पल स्टैंड है, कुछ रखना पड़ेगा. ऐसे चप्पल रखेंगे तो छुट्टी तो नहीं, छुट्टी वाले आएंगे यहाँ. able to continue. यहाँ पे भी ज़्यादा ये नहीं होगा. पहले सारा सिस्टम था. Okay, so this was an introduction to what we are going to see next time. The son of Drona first. How the Dronacharya's son, that is our Ashwatthama, to kiss the sons of Draupadi when they are sleeping. So that's all first time we'll see next time. Okay. So thank you all very much. Yes. Your AC has come.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Kishore is there.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
Harsh.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Any comments, questions? Agnihotra is there are different yagnas that some are like we have seen that Uttarakamisti yagna, which was done by for Ramchandra's appearance. There are Rajasuya yagna. The kings may do that. Then there are like that many yagnas are there. So this Agnihotra yagnas are there for the grihasthas. Those who are householders, for them there are some Agnihotras need to be done every day. There are total 5 yajnas. So that is traditionally that is the way they do every day. That is why that yajna is done, because in a day when he is doing his activities, his occupation, while doing occupation, so many wrong things are done, intentionally, unintentionally. So to counteract from that yajnas are done. But then when we are doing devotional service, when we are chanting Hare Krishna, taking shelter of Krishna, that is more than equivalent to that yajnas. So those who are chanting and doing meditation on this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, they need not do this yajnas for counteraction. Like yeah. So different yajnas are called differently. They have specific names. Yeah. 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 So that was started by the politics basically. The Dhritarashtra and his whole that line, they never accepted Pandavas as part of Kurus. They felt that ये अलग है. They had no business to claim their thing on the Kuru Vamsha, the Simhasana. They felt that they are not worthy of being king. Demigods. Different demigods. Yeah, but that doesn't make any much difference because that was the time when even if the demigods gives that birth, that was considered of that same dynasty only. That doesn't change. Because even this previous, if you go, Satyavati's sons. So when they were not there, like for example, this Pandu, Dhritarashtra, so they were also the sons of Vyasadeva. That doesn't make any Guru. Guru is different. The Vansh still goes like that. So they like here also in Bhagavad Gita, first shloka, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta Yutsava. He says, Mamakaha Pandavas. My sons and Pandavas. He doesn't say that our family has we always get that spirit of division. So that's why Bhagavad Gita, whenever Krishna is addressing Arjuna, sometimes he addresses him as Guru. So Kaurava also means Pandavas are part of that Kaurava dynasty. So they also can be called as Kauravas. Politically and socially, then they were seen as different. कौतिया बोला है, भारत बोला है, पार्थ बोला है, कुरु भी बोला है. So there are different names of Arjuna. Okay. So thank you all very much. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
It's such a valuable message that story from so that was very interesting. I think you will take some time from that. Try to follow that. I know when we sometimes not to have any expectations. Probably that's we find it really practically slightly difficult, even in our only life. We'll try to gather some thoughts and do that. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We should all love you. Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.